Chào các bạn, đây là tour guide ở Nassau Bahamas. Nhà mình sẽ tham gia vào cái tour đi vòng cái đảo Bahamas này. Tức là tour guide sẽ dẫn nhà mình đi nha, đi trên cái xe này. Nhà mình có 5 người. Mời cả nhà lên xe.
Okay.
Come on.
Go up front.
Okay.
Okay, we ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready.
Okay, now once again, let me say welcome and thanks for trusting me. And my name is Derek. I'm one of the friendly natives, okay? Now, I was born here just a couple of years ago. I only look this big because of the type of food that we eat in the Bahamas. And so later on during the course of the tour, I'll tell you lovely folks about some of our nice Bahamian cuisines you can enjoy while you stay here in Nassau. Now, what I'd like you to do for me, introduce yourself to me, give me your names and where you're from.
Your name?
Huh? What's your name?
My name Henry.
Henry. Where you coming from, Henry? The States? What state?
Florida.
And the dock that you lovely folks are coming from is called the Prince George Dock. Now, the Prince George Dock was dredged between 1966 and 1969. And on any given day, about 8 of the world's largest ships can be berthed at this particular dock. Now, the water depthness in this area is between 37 and 40 feet deep. And it cost the government millions of dollars to dredge the Prince George Dock. Now, before this dock was dredged, when the big liners like the Fantasy, the Ecstasy, the Seven of the Sea, the Disney Magic, the Explorer of the Sea, and all the big cruise ships that you now see coming to port, what they used to do at that time is, they used to be docked in the ocean, and then there's our small ferry boats come on and ferry them on into the harbor. But since then, the government has invested millions of dollars, whereby the ships are able to come right into the port, and you can walk right up the gangplank, right into the city of Nassau. Now that is a new dock, okay? The government and the private sector, they spent some $300 to $400 million building that new dock. It was just opened last year, May. So May go on, make it 1 year since that was open. Now it looks right there, you see how the Bahamian flag, aquamarine, black and gold. July 10th of this year, a couple of weeks ago, we celebrated 51 years as an independent nation. That's why you see the flags are still adorned on the government buildings, okay? So as we go out, you still see our flag flying around because we're celebrating 51 years as an independent nation.
Amazing.
Now on my left, I will show you Rosen Square. Now Rosen Square was built by R.W. Rosen. Now if you look in Rosen Square, you're about to see a statue. See right there, Lee? Now the statue that you see there is the statue of Sir Milo Butler. Now Sir Milo Butler was a national hero. In fact, he championed the cause for the blacks in this community. And after we gained our independence in 1973, we look on my right, the pink building with the green shutters with the white trimming right there, now that is Parliament Square. Now in Parliament Square on my left, the first building, that's our Senate building. In the middle, that's our courts. On the right, that's our Parliament building right there. And once again, family, if you look in the middle of the square, you see the white statue there? Everybody can see it? Now the white statue that you see there is the statue of Queen Victoria. Now the statue of Queen Victoria actually was donated by the good people of this country to show their love and appreciation for Queen Victoria, who ruled these islands for some 64 years. They decided to build a memorial. And so they built that statue in her honor. And then you have our courts. Now if you lovely folks ever visit our courts, you know that our judges, they wear the long regalia, the wigs, and the gown. And the reason for that is because we are still part of the Commonwealth. We still recognize King Charles as king, and so we still have a lot of British traditions here. Our parliament is where our legislators go to discuss the economic and social welfare of this country. And it's headed by our Prime Minister, who is the Right Honorable Philip Grave Davis. Our parliament consists of 39 members who have to be elected democratically every 5 years. And our parliamentarians, they meet once a week to discuss the nation's business. Now, ladies and gents, we're in the city of Nassau, or the island of New Providence. Nassau is the capital of New Providence, and New Providence is the capital of the Bahamas. But New Providence is a very small island. In fact, the way we're going right now, which is east and west, 21 miles. North and south is 7 miles. But it's very densely populated. In fact, we have a population of about 300,000 people living right here on this island. And the reason for that is because of New Providence being the capital of the infrastructure, the central government, most of the people come to this island for a better way. It's like in the United States. When you move from state to state, trying to find a better way. Now also on an island 7 by 21, you notice that we have a lot of vehicles on this island. In fact, we have over 185,000 cars on an island 7 by 21. And so at any given time, you can have a traffic jam. Now 80% of our vehicles come from the United States, 80%. The other 20% come from Europe, Korea, or Japan. And that is why as we go along, you notice that the steering wheels are on the opposite side of what you're used to in the United States. Not the wrong side, but the opposite side. And some people say it's wrong. It's not wrong, it's just the opposite. And opposite makes it right. Am I right? I'm right, Henry?
Yeah,
I'm right for the first time, yes. Now on my left, this is the new American embassy they're building right here. See right here? This is the new American embassy. It was started by President Trump. They spent some $325 million. It's over 90,000 square foot. They had a soft opening, but it's not officially open as yet. But that's the new American embassy. So you guys have any problems, that's where you go, okay? They'll take care of you. See the name right there?
Yes.
Embassy of the United States of America.
Okay.
So,
I see it.
any problem, you're American now, you go there. They check it out for you, okay? You need to come back, go back home, whatever. Now on my right, behind these trees right here, there's a triangular pink and white building with the grand shutters. Now that is the Nassau Library and Public Museum. Now believe it or not, this used to be the first prison here in the island. They then converted that into a library and public museum. Our current prison, which is located in the Foxhill area, is known as the Majesty Foxhill Prison. And we currently have incarcerated about 3,500 inmates. And so it's overcrowded. And so what the government is trying to do now, they're trying to do some renovations to upgrade, to make it a little more conducive for the inmates that are there right now. And hopefully, once that's completed, they'll then change the name from a Majesty Foxhill Prison to the Bahamas Correctional Center. And straight ahead, on the end of the corner, the big beige building you'll see, that is the Central Bank of the Bahamas. Now the Central Bank of the Bahamas is the governing arm of all the banking industry on the island. And this is where all the laws and the bylaws that govern the banking industry is done. And as you know, in the Bahamas, the Bahamian dollar is on par with the US dollar. And so that means you can get an exchange dollar for dollar. One Bahamian dollar, one US dollar, same value. Now the Central Bank of the Bahamas was established in 1974. So this year, 2024, they're now celebrating 50 years as an institution here in the Bahamas, the Central Bank of the Bahamas. So right after we got independence, we had to get our banking, get our legal, in terms of banking together. So we are incorporated the Central Bank of the Bahamas. And on my left, as they go around the curve, this big white church right here, St. Andrew Presbyterian Kirk. And Kirk actually made church which is Scottish. Now this is the only Presbyterian church here in the island. And so later on during the course of the tour, I'll tell you about our religion here in the islands here. Central Bank 74 to 2024, 50 years old. Now once again, family, continue on my left, come behind this big and white wall already behind the light, we have the Governor's Mansion. Now the Governor's Mansion is actually over 200 years old and has been renovated a few times to keep up with the modern changes of time. Now our Governor General of today is Her Excellency Cynthia Mother Pratt. She's a woman. She now becomes the 12th Bahamian Governor General of an independent Bahamas. Now she's not here at the moment because as we speak, they're doing some renovations to the mansion. So she's in a private home. So as soon as that is completed, as soon as this is completed, they'll bring her back here. Now as we go in front of the mansion, you'll see a monument saying Columbus, what day 92. Now, about 8 months, a year ago, a statue of Columbus was on top of that monument. But a guy came with a sledgehammer and he broke off the arms and legs of Columbus. So they took the statue down. I don't know whether or not they can put it back up. But you know, that guy, he's one of the 3,500 in that place up there. But as you know, Columbus, he's the gentleman who discovered these islands in 1492. In fact, in 1992, we celebrated the quincentennial of Columbus landfall, meaning 500 years after Christopher Columbus discovered our lovely islands, he went on to discover the U.S. of A. Everybody look and see the mansion right here? Ladies, that's where the governor lives. Right on the left, the Governor's Mansion. I call it Umbrella Street. See all the umbrellas in the street? That's because of all the umbrellas. And this is where we do our wine and chocolate tasting. Anybody want to do the wine and chocolate tasting? Ladies, wine and chocolate? Anybody?
No.
Nobody? Ladies in the back. You all want to sample the wine or sample the chocolate? You okay? Okay. You're the bosses. I only follow instructions, okay? I do what you tell me to do. All right. Huh? Straight ahead, another one of our local churches in Francis Xavier's Cathedral. This is the old edifice in the back and the front. Now right in the back here, we see the steeple is up top. That's where they just built a new edifice where they spent some $3 million. This is the Anglican Church in Francis Xavier's Cathedral. See the new edifice right there? The church. Now on my left, anybody you ever heard of a Junkanoo before? A Junkanoo is like a Mardi Gras, like a carnival. It's held twice a year, Boxing Day, December 26th, and New Year's Day, January 1st, right on Bay Street, between the hours of 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. the same morning. Now let your imagination run wild. Anything you can imagine, we can make it out of cardboard, and then we paste it with crepe paper. Now in order to get the music for Junkanoo, what we do, we kill a couple of goats, we take the skin off the goat, we put a wooden barrels known as drums. You put a strap across it so that you can put it across your shoulders so you can hold it and you can beat it. Now in order to get the rhythm of the drum, what we do, we heat the skin with fire. Because the harder the skin is, the taller it becomes and the better the rhythm is. And then you get the whistles, you get the horns, and you get the cowbells. And so when you combine all those together, you have the unique. In fact, there's none like it. In fact, I had a survey a couple of years ago. Carnival, Mardi Gras, Junkanoo. The #1 festival in the world is Junkanoo. Now this area that we're about to go into now, this is called Bainstown. This is the ghetto, this is the hood. This is where a lot of poor folks live. A lot of homes, they have no running water, so they come to the pumps. See right here? See right there? You get the water right there. They have no bathroom. They have to use outhouses. Some have no light. They have to use lamps, lanterns, and candles. And so these are very, very poor people. And they make an average of about $260 per week, which is the minimum wage. That's $6.50 an hour, 40-hour week. Very, very poor people. So this is called Bainstown, the ghetto, the hood, poor people. Also as we go along, you see a lot of stray dogs in this area. In fact, we get thousands of stray dogs in the island. And the reason for that, because our laws are not the girl laws. That means that we call them, we don't put them to sleep. We let them live until they die. When they do, they multiply. So we got you may see a lot of stray dogs around. So don't be alarmed if you see them. They're okay. Now see the guy? He went to the pump to get full of his bottles. You see, the trolley can water on. Taking water. Now they have pumping system throughout the community. Okay. Yeah. Another one is right here, so close to.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
They're all out, all over, so you make it easier, accessible for you to get your water. We're gonna go out in the country. You can see the nice homes. We're going by Atlantis. We're going by the rum cake factory. You know, we do all this stuff. We're trying to give you an overview of everything that's going on here in the Bahamas. And this is a guy, he's making his own furniture, see? He's making his own furniture. Bedroom furniture, see? The rooms, the beds, everything. They're homemade.
Homemade.
Yeah.
Không, có chị, nó giới thiệu hết tất cả về cái đất nước của nó đó. Mình cảm nhận được giàu nghèo như thế nào đó.
Now look on my left, you see the yellow white building with the green trimming? That's one of our local schools right there. Now in the Bahamas, education is mandatory between the age of 5 and 16. That means you have to attend school. All of the government-owned schools are free. There is no tuition, no fee. The only thing you pay for is your uniform and your books. And all of the students are identified by the type of uniform that they wear. Also in the Bahamas, we have one university, which is called the University of the Bahamas. That's also free once you maintain a certain grade point average.
Very nice for the no fee for students.
They know everything, right? Yeah. In the Bahamas, tourism is our #1 industry. In fact, we welcome about 8 million tourists every year to these islands. In fact, we welcome about 8 million tourists every year to these islands. Now that's by the way of the cruise ships and by the way of the airlines. And so tourism is like our bread and our butter. It is the engine that keeps this country going. And so when you lovely folks come here to enjoy, the sun, the sand, the sea. Our lovely people, our hospitality, hopefully, we try to show you a good time. So when you go back home, you can tell your family, friends, or relatives of the lovely time that you had in Nassau. And like our slogan say, once you visit the Bahamas, once is not enough, and it just keeps getting better and better all the time. Now, tourism also is responsible for 50 to 60% of the gross national product of these islands. That's goods and services. Tourism also is responsible for 50 to 60% of all the employment here in the islands. And so out of the 200,000 people that we have employed, tourism is responsible for more than half of that. So as you can see, tourism is very, very important here in the islands. Now that's the number one industry. Now the number two industry in the island is banking. In fact, we got about 250 registered banks here in the Bahamas. Now that is offshore banks and commercial banks. Now the reason that used to be before a couple of years ago was because of our bank secrecy laws and our no tax haven. That is, we never used to charge any tax on your money, and we never have to give it any information on your account. But now all that is now changed. A couple of years ago, the G7 countries of the world decided to blacklist the Bahamas because they say they want to stop money laundering. Also, they want you to pay interest on money that you bring in banks like the Bahamas. And so in order for us to get the blacklist, we have to enact laws whereby any money that you now bring into the Bahamas, you have to give an account for. And so we don't know what type of effect that's going to have on our banking industry in the long run. But in the meantime, being a very small country, being a touristic country, we had to comply. Now the number three industry in the island is fishing and farming. The number four is construction. And as you may have noticed, most of our industry is actually service oriented. And the reason is because we do manufacturing on a very, very small scale in terms of household, dishwashing liquid, and t-shirts. And so basically, everything else is imported in the islands. Now on my left, the yellow and white building, that's the public treasury. That's the government building. That's called the public treasury. It has a light that flashes every 5 seconds to help the ships in the harbor. It also has 216 steps if you want to go up into the tower. It also has an elevator for you folks who have strong legs. Now, if you were to go to the top of the tower, you can get a 360 degrees radius of the entire island. Now on my right, we have a sign to welcome to the Queen's Staircase or the 66 steps. Now that's it open behind this wall right here. Now the Queen's Staircase or the 66 steps.
Chỗ này nổi tiếng lắm nha, mọi người đi không để ý.
It took
Nó đang giới thiệu cho cái chỗ rất nổi tiếng là không biết.
to carve those steps. It was supposed to be an escape route from the fort to this particular area.
Đây là những
It
địa
was
điểm rất
never
nổi
used.
tiếng ở đây.
So the original passageway was then closed up. The dimensions between the steps is 90 feet deep and 50 feet wide, and was named in honor of Queen Victoria, who gave us full emancipation in 1834. And straight ahead, we have a fort known as Fort Wynne Castle. So you guys want to come out. Fort Wynne Castle was built in 1793 by Lord Dunmore, the consort of King George III. It's built like a boat. See the front of it? Now the reason why it's built like a boat because it's used as a disguise. Now the cannons that you're about to see are not the original cannons. The original cannons were shipped back to England because the fort never saw any action. You can come out and see it. Take a picture.
Okay.
All right. If they don't want to come out, you can show it to them.
Yeah.
You can look around, you can see that.
No, but the Queen steps you can't see from the outside. You gotta come out and look at it.
Xe muốn đi ông ngừng lại ba con lên. Okay. You can stop there. I go. Oh. Bên kia chị ngắm bên kia kìa.
Now look where that's the Atlantis over there. Okay. That's the Atlantis. Right in the middle there.
Mọi người có đứng đây để chụp hình.
We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. I see right in the middle there. That's a $25,000 room. That's the Michael Jackson suite right in the middle.
Can we come over there?
Huh? Yeah, we going over there.
Okay, let's go do over there.
No, we gotta do this first, and then we go over there. We're gonna go there.
Cứ bình tĩnh đó mọi người, nó sẽ dẫn đi hết cái đảo này luôn á, cái đảo này có gì lại dẫn đi hết, không biết. Nó kêu cái địa điểm là đi cái cầu thang lên đó là nổi tiếng lắm á, ai muốn đi thì đi. Xe nói tới đó ngừng đỡ cho mình đi lên. Xem có xe đi nói không, nói ổng ngừng lại chỗ đó nha.
Hả? I hear you. We have time to go to Queen Steps. Yeah, I want to take you there. Yeah. You want to go? Okay.
Vô với bộ là kìa.
That's what I want to do.
I will walk up.
See now, when you walk down, you don't come back up. I drive around and meet you at the bottom, okay? But I will show you what to do.
Đi chơi nó có nhiều cái địa điểm rất là nổi tiếng mình phải biết. Đây là một trong những địa điểm rất nổi tiếng ở đây nè. Thử đứng ở đây chụp hình cho nè. Quá trời, đứng bên phía bên thác nước là đẹp ghê chưa. Hai ba đi xuống từ từ đi.
Yellow and white building, right? The yellow and white building, this is our general hospital right there. This is the Princess Margaret Hospital. Now the Princess Margaret Hospital is a 530 bedroom hospital. Healthcare is basically free. You pay $10 admission, that's it. And so it's socialized medicine. It was named after Princess Margaret after she visited these islands in 1953. It was built in 1952 by the then Bahamas government. At that time, it's known as the Bahamas General Hospital. I'll tell you why. Less than 20% of Bahamian people have insurance. So we have to rely on the government subsidized health care.
Okay. The benefit for people is very nice.
Yeah. You get free health care, free water, free education.
Trên đảo này nước ngọt nó hiếm lắm, người ta đỡ phí vậy là nó ưu đãi chứ không phải là nó nghèo đâu hả? Sometimes you buy on the website, sometimes you buy on the right side.
No, this is two-way.
Two-way.
Okay. Two-way was two lanes, one way. Okay.
Two lanes.
Two lanes, one way. You want to see the Atlantis, right? Okay, let's go check out the Atlantis. That's one big match. Nobody wants that. Yeah, we gotta move on. Gasoline is about $6 a gallon. Paradise Island itself is a very small island. The back is only about 4.5 miles long by about 3/4 of a mile wide. Now before Paradise Island was called Paradise Island, it used to be known as Hog Island. And the reason for that is because it used to have a lot of wild hogs running up and down over the island. Now there are 4 major hotels on Paradise Island. You have the Atlantis Hotel, the Rio Hotel, the Comfort Suite, and the Paradise Island Hotel. Now we go to the Sydney Poitier Bridge. He's a Bahamian. He was the first male Afro-American to win the Academy Award in 1964 with Lilies of the Fields. So let's go across the Sydney Poitier Bridge. This is Paradise Island.
Chúng tôi là không quan quỹ.
Yeah. So who wants to swim with the pigs? Swimming pigs.
Không muốn tắm với heo không?
Anybody want to swim with the pigs?
Yeah, I hear about that so now.
You don't want to swim?
No.
Nobody?
I see about that. I very famous tour. No.
You said no? I thought you want to swim with the pigs.
Yeah, this very famous. No.
They're very famous, yeah.
Tắm heo á, cái đây là một trong những nổi tiếng nhất của cái tour này á. Tắm với heo. Phải mua cái tour nó đông lắm thì xuống bờ với thấy heo.
Now, you have to walk up to the Atlantis, okay? Everybody understand me? See, they don't allow you. If you're not a guest, I can't drive you up there. Okay?
Okay.
I gotta carry you around here, and you gotta walk up here, go to the hotel. You wanna do that?
Okay.
All right.
So when I go back here,
Yeah. I can be here.
you here, you pick up here.
Then you come back this way, okay?
Okay. Yeah, how long?
Give you half an hour. That's good.
Half an hour?
Yeah, that's good. You need more?
No, that's okay.
Huh?
That's okay.
So the people see, everybody gotta walk. You see?
Yeah.
You park there, and you gotta walk up. Okay?
One half an hour.
Oh, that's enough, or you need more time?
Nửa tiếng hay 1 tiếng?
Huh?
Nửa tiếng à?
40 minutes. I'll give you 40 minutes.
Okay, 4 minutes.
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40
Give you time to walk, okay?
Yeah.
All right? Okay. So when you come back, I'll be parking this way, okay?
Okay,
So you
sure.
see all these people walking? Go up there, and I'll be right back here. Meet you right back here, okay?
Okay, sure.
Walk up there, behind the gate, the rail, and then come right back here. In 40 minutes. I'll give you the time to come back.
Okay. Cảm ơn các bạn đến với Nassau Bahamas. Đi qua đây. Sorry. Đây địa điểm tiếp theo đó là Atlantic Resort. Nhà mình có 40 phút để đổ vào cái resort này nha các bạn. Các bạn sẽ cho mình đi vào cái Atlantic Resort, là một trong những resort lớn và nổi tiếng nhất ở cái Bahamas. Tour guide thả mình ở cái địa điểm này thì không có vào trong cái khu vực tư nhân này được, thì mình chỉ có khách du lịch mới vô được thôi các bạn. Trời cũng đang chuẩn bị chuyển mưa. thực tế thật là cái tour guide nào ở đây để cho khách tham quan khu được cái Atlantic Resort này. Thì bây giờ mình bây giờ hẹn 2 giờ 10 quay lại cái địa điểm này để mình đi.
We go on Bonnegut Bay, Bonnegut Beach. This is where you have sloop sailing. Now sloop sailing is a smaller version of the America's Cup. This is where the little boats go, they dock and they sail. We call that regatta. So let's get a closer look at Bonnegut Beach. Very beautiful. And that's the end of Paradise Island.
This Bahamas people traveler. Traveler?
Huh?
They're a traveler?
Huh?
Is it traveler people or Bahamas
Yeah,
people?
yeah, Bahamas.
Here have the pink island.
Big Island?
Pink island? Yeah, right here. Have.
Pink? Yeah. So called Harbor Island. Neutral.
That
You guys want to stop and take pictures? You want to come on?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, we stay here. Okay, I see some play with the blue or some play with the yellow. What difference?
Yellow is public service. Blue, general public.
General public.
There's a fish and conch market. You get fresh fish, fresh conch right here.
Okay.
At the market, fish market.
Fish market. Okay, okay. Usually it's the early morning.
What?
Fresh fish come in the
No,
morning.
in the evening. When they come in, they sell.
What time is a lot of people come?
They come like around 2, 3 o'clock when the guys bring the fish in, but they swim. After they catch it in the night, they come in around 12, 1, around 1, 2, then they sell the fish.
We like the coconut.
Yeah, coconut. You like coconut?
Yeah, it's very sweet. Yeah, that's coconut. Okay. Beautiful.
It's fine, right?
Get it for free or you buy it, they sell it?
Huh?
They sell the coconut?
Yeah, they sell coconut. That's $1 million homes here. They're right.
Oh, million dollar.
Very big. Very nice.
The government people live in there? Who live in there?
Huh?
Who live in there?
Rich folks.
Rich?
Yeah.
The rich people or with
Rich people.
rich people?
Canada have 2 major hotels here. They have Bahamas, where they spend $3.5 billion. They have the Point, where they spend $300 million. Canada have big presence here in the Bahamas. I sure it's the homes in this area. And this is the upper middle class area. This is where the professional people live. The lawyers, the doctors, the accountants, the bankers, the business people. Now these homes that you're going to see are very expensive. And as you know, in the Bahamas, we build our homes very, very strong. You have 8-inch blocks on the outside, 4-inch blocks on the inside. All of the columns support the concrete and steel. There's no wood in these homes. Only wood is based on the roof. And so they are built to withstand any perils that might occur. Then you get a rough plaster. Then you get a finished plaster. Then you can paint it. Because as you know, the hurricane season. Now the hurricane season starts from June 1st through November 30th. So in order for us to withstand those perils, we got to make sure that our homes are built very, very strong. We saw the poor, now we see the rich. Middle class.
So how about the land? The land is for how much for where fish?
Very expensive.
Very expensive.
Oh yeah. Land is very, very expensive.
So over here I don't see the apartment.
So this, now the Bahamas is an archipelago. That means the Bahamas is made up of 700 islands and 2,000 rocks and keys. It has land mass about 5,460 square miles and land and sea mass of over 100,000 square miles. Now out of the 700 islands and 2,000 keys that makes up the Bahamas, there are only 30 inhabited islands. Now out of the 30 inhabited islands, there are only 4 islands that house about 80 to 90% of the entire population of the Bahamas. And that is New Providence, which is the capital, with about 300,000 people. Then you have Freeport, which is the nation's second city. They have about 45,000. Then you have Andros, which is the largest island in the Bahamas. They have about 10,000. And then you have Eleuthera, the land of the pineapple. They have about 8,000. And so those 4 islands house about 80 to 90% of the entire population of the Bahamas, of a little over 400,000 people, that makes up the Bahamas archipelago. Now, if you were to take all the land mass of the Bahamas and put it together, it would be about the size of Jamaica. And as you know, Jamaica has about 3 million people. And so what I'm trying to say is that we have a lot of undeveloped land here in the islands. Also, the island of New Providence itself is about 188 miles away from the Florida tip. And so by plane, it'll take you about 25 minutes to reach Nassau from Florida, or vice versa. So as you can see, we're very, very close to the state of Florida. 25 minutes, right there. And so it's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
So how much have the airport?
Huh?
Have the airplane here?
Airport? Yeah. Oh yeah, big airport.
Just 45 minutes from Florida?
25, 30.
25?
25, 30 minutes. Florida, yeah, very close. 188 miles.
Yeah, that's for Miami.
Yeah, Miami, Florida.
Mới đằng sau là ta có ngủ quá cả.
Okay, we are back. It was my pleasure. Thanks for trusting me.
Thank you, Rami. Ra đã quay lại xe của Thuyền lên lại đường các bạn sau cái phần tour.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, tour guide.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the tour guide. Thank you.
Thank you.